Hi everyone, it's WGMCI here. How you doing? Welcome back to my Let's Play of Eternal Sonata. Last time round we got here to Baroque Castle and we explored Baroque Castle a little bit. This time around we're going to go to where we're going to see Captain Crescendo and see what he wants from us. And it's not this way, it's up this way. Through this door of the blue doors.
Mr. Chopin, thank you for your stellar performance. Allow me to introduce my fiancée. This is Serenade, and the little one with her is Minuet.
Hello, I am very pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hey, what's going on here, Salsa? They're just talking about boring stuff. I don't see food anywhere.
Well, I just thought they were probably gonna eat all the good stuff before we could get here.
There is something I wanted to tell all of you about the position Baroque is in right now. Count Waltz is using mineral powder to convert his population into soldiers who fear nothing, not even death, to create an unstoppable army. As soon as his preparations are complete, it is almost certain that he and his armies will invade Baroque. However, if Baroque were to preemptively challenge Forte, many innocent civilians would surely get caught up in the resulting all-out war.
The suffering of innocents is one of the greatest tragedies of war. It's appalling.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Well, I thought that the solution to the problem would be to find a way to assassinate Count Waltz to avoid any other casualties. So I aided on Dantino.
But you see, I am opposed to that plan. I believe assassination would be the equivalent of a declaration of war against Forte. And if we were to do that, would it not be the same kind of evil for which Count Waltz is responsible? History always repeats itself. Even if we managed to succeed in assassinating Count Waltz, another Count Waltz would appear, then another. The problem itself would still remain. If we throw all our support behind a band of rebels, I believe it will be Baroque that is disgraced in the end.
I see. And you're correct. Looking back on history, mankind does indeed repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Someone else with evil designs will surely appear to fill the void.
If it's really as important as all that, how can people just forget about it?
It's because the passage of time allows us to forget tragic and painful events. We let them go so that we're able to continue on with our lives. Like letters written in sand and then blown away by the wind, they're all forgotten.
But there are some things we must never forget, no matter what. Tragic memories that we have to carve firmly in stone, so that the wind can never blow them away. I have a favor to ask. I understand that all of you are acquainted with jazz. There is a message I would like you to pass on to him. It is this. Baroque can no longer provide you with any assistance. No matter how much of a tyrant Count Waltz may be, there is no way we can be absolutely certain that he will ever attack us. If we were to make a preemptive strike against him, it would be a classic example of man's suspicious nature leading him to war.
Serenade, I know in my heart that everything you've said is correct. That's why I wanted.
What is it, Captain?
It's nothing. We must achieve true peace, not simply the appearance of it. But because of the current situation with Forte, there is no way I can leave Baroque at the present time. Besides, If I were to be seen making contact with Andantino, that very thing alone could act as a trigger for war. Is there any way you could meet with Jazz and tell him for me that this struggle itself is the very thing that's leading the world into chaos?
What do you mean exactly?
You want us to inform Andantino that Baroque can no longer provide support for its actions?
I know that it's selfish of me to ask this of you.
Yes, you're right. As you say, it is rather selfish of you.
Frederick?
Up until now, you have been providing Andantino with support. Is that correct? Denying them that support because your opinions have changed is rather irresponsible.
That may be true, but you must understand. We have come to realize that the actions we have taken up to this point have been mistaken. Regardless of the criticism that we may face later, should we not correct those mistakes?
I imagine it won't be difficult for the two of you to shake off any criticism. However, have you stopped to consider what this will do to Andantino, who will be cut off without any warning?
Of course, it wasn't our intention for the people of Andantino or Forte to suffer. And yet, as the Prince of Baroque, I have a duty to put the welfare of my people above all else in any decision.
Then, Prince Crescendo, do you admit that you were merely using Andantino to push forward the interests of Baroque? It is rather convenient that your ties to a rebel band from a neighboring country could so easily be severed once the need arose.
That is not true. Prince Crescendo would never do anything like that.
That's enough. Jazz and I have known each other since the days of our youth. We may have different social positions, but he's always been someone I could confide in and speak openly to.
Really? I didn't know that. But then, why is Jazz living in Forte instead of here?
Are you familiar with Mount Rock? It's a mountain rich in ore located on the Forte border.
I know all about it, thanks to all the digging Forte's been doing out there. Hagogo Forest is in big trouble.
Jazz is originally from that area, and through its history, Forte has always maintained very strict control over that place. Oppressively strict. Many people have opposed their cruel treatment of the miners, as well as their utter disregard for the delicate ecology of the mountain. Unlike me, Jazz was always a passionate leader. Since we were young, he's always had a talent for making decisions and taking action. So, to be honest, when I heard he had taken part in a revolt of the Forte miners, well, knowing him, I can't say it came as much of a surprise at all.
So what happened in the revolt?
Forte's forces showed the miners no mercy. Much blood was spilled. By the time Baroque intervened, it was over. After that, Jazz never returned to Baroque. He founded Andantino to continue his fight against Forte.
And that's why you agreed to cooperate with them.
Even though I shared his feelings when we were younger, there was nothing I could do then to help his cause. But now, I owed it to him to offer my support, especially since we're both trying to accomplish the same goal. Believe me, even though I can no longer support Jazz directly, I haven't forsaken that bond of friendship. With Serenade's help, I'm hoping to find a peaceful means for both our countries to live happily side by side.
Frederick, I believe Prince Crescendo. I think what he's trying to do makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Now that you've explained it, I can also understand your point of view. We'll make certain to convey your feelings to Jazz.
Great! Then we can get going. I bet Redo and the others are all looking for us anyway. If we can get back to Retardando somehow, I'm sure we can find Jazz and everyone else.
All right. Then let's return to Retardando. If Allegretto and the others are all right, I expect they are on the way there as well.
Well, we'll find out. But first we gotta get out of here. But before we do, let's talk to Serenade and Crescendo once again. Please be careful. You're the only people I can ask to do this. You have my greatest gratitude. Alright, let's head out and do it.
Alright then, let's get moving. Come on, Pete, we're gonna leave you behind if you don't pick up the pace. Salsa, are you okay? Oh man, that hurt.
I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Are you alright, miss? Are you hurt?
What the heck? What's with the gigantic mirror?
Oh, this? It's one of Baroque's royal treasures passed down through the generations.
What in the world is going on? What is all this commotion about? Oh my, what have we here? What exactly were you planning on doing with this huge mirror?
Oh, Princess Serenade. Well, you see,
This mirror was one of my grandfather's most precious possessions. It's called Lament. I requested that it be moved up to my chamber. I'm told my grandfather would often stand before this mirror to think, pondering what the future might hold for our country. In his day, Baroque was surrounded by much stronger nations. The responsibility of protecting Baroque must have been an overwhelming burden.
Prince Crescendo.
Come on, don't tell me you don't know what that thing is. Mirrors are shiny things that show your reflection. Silly dog. Nothing's gonna come out of there no matter how much you bark.
No!
Minuet! She got flattened. Huh? What the?
But she disappeared. What could have happened?
The blinding flash of light we saw. It can't be.
Prince Crescendo, do you know something that could explain this?
How could it be possible?
Where am I? Yeah, weird, huh? Welcome to this. This is Lament, the Royal Mirror. This is a bonus dungeon, the first bonus dungeon, exclusive only to the PlayStation 3 version of the game. This dungeon is not in any way in the Xbox 360 version of the game, at least I don't think so. But the first thing we notice once we hit triangle to access our menu is that Polka is on her own. Yeah, we have to fight a few enemies, we have to dodge enemies without the rest of our party. So I'm going to equip the Torn Umbrella because we have Shield Comet and another wave. Let's continue on. This place is weird. It's not confusing, it's just weird that we're in a mirror. But onto the left here, we have a chest.
It contains the star cookie. Further on in, to another chest that contains a floral extract. Background. I wonder if I can dodge you. Don't know if I can. No, I can't. I'm gonna preempt a few.
Just watch this.
And this is why I equipped the... This is why I equipped the Jonas Parcel. Because it does give me access to the attacking spells that Polka has. Let's continue on. Dodging you. So this chest, which contains some elegant clothes. I think I have these equipped. No, I don't. Okay. But they're not stronger anyway. Let's head further in. Don't know if I can dodge you. No, I can't.
I know I can do it.
Nice. So now we reach this other mirror. Oh, a big mirror. Looks like I can just step right inside. Indeed. So let's step through it. To think that even now he makes ready to invade my lands. Prince Crescendo. Polka. Take a look at this. To think that even now he makes ready to invade my lands. Forte has grown in strength at an astounding speed. The power he's acquired to put him on equal footing with Baroque. If it should come to war between us, it would be a clash that would threaten the very existence of both our nations. Prince Crescendo, what is this? I can't be sure, but... And where are we? It seems we've somehow been pulled inside the mirror. What? Do you remember the light that came from the mirror? There's a legend about the royal mirror. That it has the ability to hide those who stand before it. It can hide people? Yes. However, until now I thought it was nothing more than an old wives' tale. But considering what's happened, it would appear that the legend is true. I wonder if we'll ever be able to get out of here. The legend also says that those pulled behind by the mirror's glass are trapped there forever. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to scare you. That's just part of the legend. Certainly any others must be here somewhere. Let's keep moving. I'm sure we'll find some kind of exit eventually. Indeed, Crescendo, let's go. And in fact, Prince Crescendo is part of our team. So let's check him out. Prince Crescendo is the embodiment of a tank type character. He has really good hit points, really good defense. His attack is okay and his magic and speed aren't the best, but he's overall a pretty decent character. And he is also exclusive to the PlayStation 3 version of the game. He is not available at all on the Xbox 360 version. The only disadvantage of Crescendo that I don't like is that he doesn't get a lot of moves via leveling up. He only gets a total of 4, 2 of which he has right now. Galactic Nebula, which is 8-hit close combat attack, and Crystal Judgment, which is 2 hits strong knockback. But now, with Crescendo in, I'm actually going to de-equip the Torn Umbrella because we need Polka to heal. Let's proceed for the run in. Look! Indeed, look. Minuet's running off. If we go around... Oh, she's not here. But I'm sure we saw her. Oh, we did see her, but she's kind of run away. Jump over these gaps. To a chest. Contains an angel trumpet. Back up round. Dodging you. Good. Enemies can't jump, so jumping up here and up here. You're gonna turn. Okay, that was close. Jumping across. Yeah, I'm gonna jump across here just to avoid you guys. Heading up here. To another chest that contains a dewdrop umbrella. There's a new weapon for Polka. Let's equip it. It's not as strong as the Jonas's Parasol, but it doesn't give the Darkness Body, so that's good. Heading back across now. This place is very hard to navigate. Before we head up, let's head down. Jumping across more gaps. Gonna try and dodge you. Good, I was able to. To another chest. Contains a floral extract. Just waiting until you turned a little bit so I can try to dodge. Heading up now. Jumping across. Just made that. Jumping more across. To another chest. This contains another club clover. There's the mirror, but before we proceed, we're going to go this way. Jumping across this gap to another chest. That contains a Stone of the Spring. This is a new battle item. And this gives you 2200 HP at the beginning of a turn, each turn. I'm equipping that for a while. It's pretty good. I think it only affects one party member, so yeah, it might not be all that good, but it can help. Let's go through the mirror now. Serenade, are you alright? Prosperity built on a foundation of sacrifice cannot last forever. You simply refuse to understand. It will take much more money and more land to truly satisfy the people. Prince Crescendo. This portrait. Then you think so as well? Yes. Huh? Do you know what all this means? Long ago, in the days where my grandfather ruled this nation, a war broke out between Baroque and Forte. In those days, Forte saw the expansion of its borders as the only means of strengthening itself as a nation. I think this portrait portrays the tensions that came to a head between the two countries. I also believe that these men were the leaders of Baroque and of Forte of that time. However, if that's the case, what on earth are the previous king of Baroque and the former lord of Forte doing inside this mirror? After all, if the legend regarding the royal mirror is true, would that not mean that the two of them had somehow been pulled inside a mirror and trapped? But that cannot be what happened. I've never heard of anything about a previous king disappearing into a mirror. So then what could all this be? If we attack them head on right now, neither side will emerge unscathed. The royal family is sworn to the protection of this land. No one with the training of a knight would allow such reckless maneuver. How will all this end? The snow that encases our pride will be stained red and then melt into a river of blood that will traverse this whole nation. No dawn will greet the bloody jewel, it shall tumble ever downward into hell's gaping maw. Prosperity built upon a foundation of sacrifice cannot last forever. You simply refuse to understand. It will take much more money and more land to truly satisfy the people. When as prosperity is ours, none shall know what due to lack of food or rest, nor will anyone have cause to fear a morning of darkness. The people need only prepare themselves for the bright future that awaits them. And I will build the golden road that leads us there. So even back in Crescendo's grandfather days, they had political problems. Perhaps what we're seeing is a depiction of their thoughts. The objectives of the two leaders at the time imprisoned inside the mirror. History tells us that the struggle ended in victory for Baroque, bringing a temporary end to the ambitions for Forte. Perhaps there's more we can see. Let's keep moving forward. And with that, Serenade joins the party. Let's check her out. Serenade is a very unique character. She has one of the best healing spells in the entire game, L'Energie du Vent. It has infinite range, but can only be used in darkness. However, she starts off with relatively low magic, but her magic does grow out in time. And honestly, she's a very unique character. Her light spell is a very unique spell because the range of it is exactly 83 feet. No longer than that. I don't know why specifically that number, but it is. And again, just like Crescendo, she is an exclusive character to the PlayStation 3 version. She cannot be obtained on the Xbox 360 version of the game. And in fact, because of her great healing capabilities, I've actually equipped the Dark Brooch on her. For now. Let's keep moving forward. Oh! Minuet! And while I'm here, I'm actually going to change up Polka's attacks. I'm going to have Shooting Star and Orange Glow. So Shooting Star will be just in case I get So this place is very confusing. I will be using a map for this, so bear with me on this. So through here and around to a chest contains another stone in the spring. Back round. And through here for another chest for a floral extract. You have to go all the way back around, of course. Up here. And into an encounter. I tried to dodge as much as I could.
I am not gonna lose this battle.
At least I get to show off Crescendo and Serenade. Good. Nice.
Well, we made it through.
So you have to go through here for a goddess bouquet. Back round. And through here. Now we're finally out of this maze and through the mirror. Ah, Polka. Beat, oh, I'm so glad you're alright. Yeah, I was carried away by this really big wind, and when I came to, I was here. And there's no doors in this room, so I was getting kind of worried. Man, I'm glad you all showed up. Hey, wait, where's Elsa and Frederick? I suppose they're carried off the same way you were, Bee. Well, then we've got to go find them. I bet Elsa's so worried now that she's crying like a little baby. But how are we going to get out of this room? Everyone, look at this. Is the tide of oncoming war as unstoppable as the flow of the Great Fusion River? Can nothing be done? Are the lives of others truly so precious to you? Are you really so self-important? To make a request like that with no thought of shame? This is nothing less than an entreaty of the king of a proud nation of tradition. Well, and I have an idea. If you cannot stop your heart from trembling in the winds of paradise, then hand over Lament to me. Bring me that royal treasure, unparalleled in excellence, the very symbol of beauty. If you do, I will lay down my arms. Whoa, it opened! Yes, beat, it did. It did open. I'm actually going to change beat into the current party instead of crescendo because we need a little bit more attack power. In fact, yeah, I'm going to have beat and polka in. Let's proceed further in. Ah! We're upside down? But how? Huh? Yeah, Polka, we're upside down, and this is weird. We are totally upside down, and this is very, very strange. Very hard to navigate this little area, and I get into an encounter because of it.
Just watch this. I'm sorry.
Kept missing there. And another encounter.
Want me to work out those kicks for you?
Nice. Through here. I'm on the right way up. I don't like that area, because you're upside down. Totally upside down. And we're actually going to end this episode right here. I know it's weird ending an episode halfway through a dungeon, but there is a reason for it. So, next time on Eternal Sonata, we will explore Lament and see what lies in wait for us in the next part of it. So, thank you folks for watching, thank you folks for the amazing support and amazing comments and subscriptions. If you do like the content, please don't forget to give this a like and subscribe and a comment, it really means a lot to me. So folks, with all that being said, I of course will see you again. Thanks for watching folks.